Hello there, I'm Mike the Gardener and welcome back to the fourth in my series of how to design your dream garden. We've looked so far at garden styles, we've looked at soil, and in the last instalment we were looking at drawing up a plan for your garden. And you may recall we've come up with a rough design of your back garden or your front garden or the area to be designed. And today we're going to look at some more detail and things you need to consider before you actually start planning. Once you've drawn up your design, it's worth considering where the main focal points are from the house, where the windows are. And you'll see here, there's a window here, there's a window here, there's a small window here, and there's a window at the end here. Now that's really important because when you're sat in your lounge or looking out of your kitchen, you want to be able to look out at something particularly nice. You don't particularly want to be looking out at the washing line or the shed. So the grid that I've drawn on this design are just the main sight lines. So in the middle of this window, I've just drawn a line, and this is a 1 meter square grid across the whole of the design. Again, it's just a rough mechanism for helping to draw out the design. It's not particularly important, but as you'll see later, it might help you actually when you come to draw some shapes on the design. So work out where the main viewpoints are and just consider drawing grids coming out of those lines. The next consideration before you progress with the design is working out where the sun shines in your garden. Now I've actually plotted north on here, and from there you can see whereabouts the sun will shine in your particular garden. Now on here, north is over here, this is south, so the sun will shine around this back area of the garden here, which means that this area here will get the sun. Now that's an important consideration because it determines where you will put certain things in the garden. For example, if you wanted a greenhouse, there's actually a shed up here at the moment, which is what this square is here, but a shed or a greenhouse here is going to be in shade, whereas down here, a greenhouse will get the sun, which is really important. If you're wanting to grow herbs, they like the sun, so again, a sunny location at the back of the garden. So in conjunction with looking at the design and going out into your own garden, you can work out where the sun shines. Once you've worked out where north, south, east and west are on your design, best to get out in the garden and actually have a look and see what parts of the garden get sun, for how many hours, and what parts of the garden are in shade, and again for roughly how long. Now this isn't the best day, there's a bit of snow in the air and it's cold and there's no sun, but on a sunny day work out where the shade and the sunlight is. Now I know at the back of my garden that's all in shade all day long. But then as we come up towards the top of the garden, this area here actually gets a fair amount of sunlight. So it helps you make decisions about where you can put certain things in the garden. For example, I've got a seating area over there, in that area there. That gets the sun in the morning, so it's a nice place to have breakfast. At the very end of the garden, though that's in shade, it's quite a nice area to sit and look back at the garden. And up on the patio here I have another seating area which is in full sun, and also it's Benson's favourite place to lie out in the sun as well. Okay, so once you've worked out where the sun is going to be in your garden, just mark it on your design as I have here. I've just put down the sun is in the back part of this particular garden I'm designing. The next thing is to think about what do you want to include in your garden. Patio, barbecue area, seating, and seating's really important in a garden, just to sit down and relax occasionally. I need to tell myself that actually, I never sit down and relax. A lawn area, flower beds, a shed, a composter perhaps, an area for herbs, washing line or rotary, a play area for the children or a swing, hot tub maybe, a water butt, greenhouse, somewhere for birds. All the things you need to and want to include in your garden should be written down, and then as I've done here, if it's something that requires the sun, just tick so you know that the areas that need the sun, the patio and the barbecue area, some seating, a lawn area, flower beds, don't necessarily need the sun all the day, so I've actually left that one out of the sun, although I will try and put some into a sunny area. So you then make decisions about what needs to be in your sunny area and what needs to be perhaps in the shady areas of the garden. Join me on the 5th instalment of How to Design Your Dream Garden, where we'll be looking at placing all of the items from our wish list onto our design. In the meantime, if you've got any questions about today's video, I'm Mike the Gardener, and you can find me here on Garden Tags. Bye bye.